Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question. Question was India International Science Festival or IISF 2022 will be held in which of the following cities? Chennai, Delhi, Bhopal or Kolkata? The correct answer is option C, Bhopal. Recently, Union Minister of State Independent Charge Science and Technology said that India International Science Festival or IISF 2022 will be held in Bhopal from 21st to 24th January 2023. Hence, option C is correct. The IISF 2022 is the 8th edition since its inception in 2015. The first and second IISF were held in New Delhi. IISF is the initiative of the Ministry of Science and Technology and Ministry of Earth Science of Government of India. Incidentally, it is one of the major events to be held after India took over G20 presidency. It is a festival to celebrate the achievements of India's scientific and technological advancements. It also provides opportunities to people and scientific fraternity in the country and abroad to come together. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, in the context of Indian defense capabilities, the Kazindh 2022 is taking place in which of the following Indian states? Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh or Meghalaya? The correct answer is option D, Meghalaya. The 6th edition of Indo-Kazakhstan Joint Training Exercise Kazindh 22 is being conducted at Umroi, Meghalaya from 15 to 28 December 2022. Hence, option D is correct. Joint annual training exercise with the Kazakhstan Army was instituted in 2016 as Exercise Prabal Dostyak, which was later upgraded to a company-level exercise and renamed as Exercise Kazindh in 2018. The aim of the exercise is to build positive military relations, imbibe each other's best practices, and promote the ability to operate together. Kazakhstan Army soldiers comprising of troops from the Regional Command South and Indian Army soldiers from the 11 Gorkha Rifles are participating in the exercise. Next question is, with reference to the international organizations, the UN Economic and Social Council, that is ECO-SOC, was established in which of the following years? 1944, 1945, 1946 or 1947? The correct answer is option B, 1945. The UN ECO-SOC have voted to immediately oust Iran from the UN's premier global body fighting for gender equality because of its systematic violation of the rights of women and girls recently. ECO-SOC is one of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations system established by the UN Charter in 1945. Hence, option B is correct. It consists of 54 members of the United Nations elected by the General Assembly. It serves as the central forum for discussing international economic and social issues. It is responsible for promoting higher standards of living, full employment, and economic and social progress, identifying solutions to international economic, social, and health problems, facilitating international cultural and educational cooperation, and encouraging universal respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. Next question is, which of the following is not correct regarding the Zero Budget Natural Farming or ZBNF? It means raising crops with minimum use of fertilizers. The word zero budget refers to the zero cost of production of all crops. It helps in retaining soil fertility, or it is a farming method that believes in growing crops in tune with nature. The correct answer is option A. It means raising crops with minimum use of fertilizers. A consistent trend from various parts of the country to shift towards Zero Budget Natural Farming or ZBNF is emerging rapidly. ZBNF means raising crops without using any fertilizers, pesticides, market seeds, or any other external materials. The word zero budget refers to the zero cost of production of all crops. It is guiding the farmers towards sustainable farming practices, thus also helping in retaining soil fertility and ensuring low cost of production, thereby enhancing the farmer's income. Clearly, ZBNF is a farming method that believes in growing crops in tune with nature at a time when the climate change is creating havoc the world across. Hence, option A is correct. Government of India is also promoting it through Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati. It was introduced during 2020-21 as a sub-scheme of Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana for the promotion of traditional indigenous practices, including natural farming. Next question is, in the context of Indian craft, the term Bepor Uru is referred to boat in Kerala, puppetry in Odisha, martial art in Karnataka, or folk dance in Maharashtra. The correct answer is option A, boat in Kerala. The District Tourism Promotion Council Kozhikode has applied for a geographical indication tag, that is GI tag, for the famous Bepor Uru or boat. It is a wooden dhow, that is ship, sailing boat or sailing vessel, handcrafted by skilled artisans and carpenters in Bepor, Kerala. The Bepor Urus are a symbol of Kerala's trade relations and friendship with the Gulf countries. They are purely made of premium wood without using any modern techniques. The wood used to build the Uru is still sawed the traditional way, which requires immense expertise. It takes anywhere between 1 to 4 years to build each Uru, and the entire process is done manually. The Khalasis are another prominent class associated with Uru making after the Odais. Hence, option A is correct. Next question is, recently the Sullivan-Hickel study was in the news. It is related to natural environment, space exploration, economic condition, or marine pollution. The correct answer is option C, economic condition. A recent study of India's experience under colonial rule by Dylan Sullivan and Jason Hickel was conducted. It concludes that data from the census of India reveal that between 1880 and 1920, approximately 100 million Indians died due to British policy in India. Their method is to calculate the excess mortality, being the difference between the actual deaths and the deaths that may be expected on the basis of some benchmark. They used census data for actual deaths. The duo arrived at the deaths to be expected using two alternative benchmarks, the mortality rate for India in 1880 and that for England in the 16th and 17th centuries. The mortality rate in British India is seen to rise steadily after 1881, recording an increase of close to 20% by 1921. As it is unusual for the mortality rate of a country to rise continuously due to natural causes, this suggests that the living conditions worsened during this period. Hence, option C is correct. Next question is, consider the following pairs: GI tag and state. 1. Gamosa, Assam. 2. The Alibag white onion, Maharashtra. 3. The Tandoor red gram, Uttar Pradesh. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? 1 only, 1 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option C, 1 and 2 only. Recently, the Union government has granted the geographical indication tag, that is GI tag, to 9 products from across the country. Of the 9 GI tags given, 5 were for products from Kerala. With this, the total number of registered GI products in India stands at 432. The GI tag for Gamosa of Assam was granted to the Directorate of Handloom and Textiles, Guwahati. This is a traditional textile having great significance for the people of Assam. Hence, pair 1 is correctly matched. The Alibag white onion, a traditional variety of white onion in Alibag Tehsil of Raigad district in Maharashtra, was also given a tag. It has a sweet taste different from other onions. Hence, pair 2 is also correctly matched. The Tandoor red gram, which was also awarded a GI tag, is a traditional crop in the rain-fed tract of the Telangana region. Hence, pair 3 is not correctly matched. Therefore, option C is correct. Next question is, which of the following channel or canal separates the southern coast of England from the northern coast of France? Panama Canal, Suez Canal, North Channel, or English Channel? The correct answer is option D, English Channel. Recently, 4 migrants have died after their small boat started sinking into the freezing waters of the English Channel. English Channel is narrow arm of the Atlantic Ocean separating the southern coast of England from the northern coast of France. It tapers eastward to its junction with the North Sea at the Strait of Dover. It is the smallest of the shallow seas covering the continental shelf of Europe. Hence, option D is correct. Next question is, it refers to a strategy in which companies avoid investing only in China and diversify their businesses to alternative destinations. Which of the following best explains the above statement? Southeast Asia strategy, China plus one strategy, West Asia strategy, or One China strategy? The correct answer is option B, China plus one strategy. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, will visit the India soon. Google assembling its Pixel smartphones in India would be one of the key issues of discussion between Sundar Pichai and top government officials. The meeting would be significant as the Indian government has been pursuing global companies to shift part of their production for the global market in India as part of the China plus one strategy. China plus one refers to a strategy in which companies avoid investing only in China and diversify their businesses to alternative destinations. Hence, option B is correct. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the India Internet Governance Forum 2022. 1. India has the largest broadband users. 2. The theme is leveraging tech aid for empowering Bharat. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology has said that India is the largest connected nation in the world with more than 800 million broadband users. 5G and the largest rural broadband connectivity network project at BharatNet will have 1.2 billion Indian users, constituting the single largest presence of the global internet. Hence, statement 1 is correct. He was addressing the concluding ceremony of the India Internet Governance Forum 2022. It is an initiative associated with the UN Internet Governance Forum or UNIGF. The theme is leveraging tech aid for empowering Bharat. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Last question is, in context of science and technology, which of the following is not correct about nuclear fusion? It is a carbon-free source of energy. It has very high radiation risk. Nuclei of two lighter elements are made to fuse together to form the nucleus of a heavier atom, or it happens only at very high temperatures. The correct answer is option B. It has very high radiation risk. Recently, scientists in the United States have for the first time achieved a net gain in energy from a nuclear fusion reaction. It is seen as a big step forward in the decades-old endeavor to master a technology that is considered the most dependable source of energy in future. The nuclear energy currently in use across the world comes from the fission process. The nucleus of a heavier element is split into those of lighter elements in a controlled manner. In fusion, nuclei of two lighter elements are made to fuse together to form the nucleus of a heavier atom. A large amount of energy is released in both these processes, but substantially more in fusion than in fission. Fusion is also a carbon-free source of energy and has negligible radiation risk. Therefore, option B is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. Prohibition of the consumption of intoxicating drinks and of drugs which are injurious to health except for medicinal purposes. It is mentioned in the Preamble, Fundamental Rights, Directive Principles of State Policy, or Fundamental Duties. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.